Welcome back, focused learners, to another explainer. I am so excited to jump into this today because, well, we're talking about something that literally impacts every single one of us, the physical spaces we live and work in. Today, we're pulling a core concept straight out of the guide 12 Steps to a Good Life. We're going to explore a really powerful tool called the 5S method. If you've ever felt like your environment is just totally overwhelming your mind, you know that feeling? This explainer is going to show you exactly how to regain control of both. Okay, let's dive into this and map out our journey. Section 1, the weight of clutter. Section 2, the 5S methodology. Section 3, applying the 5 steps. And finally, Section 4, outer space, inner peace. Section 1, the weight of clutter. Before we can actually fix the problem, we kind of have to understand it, right? The source material makes this really profound point right out of the gate. Our physical space is a direct reflection of our mental state. So have you ever been running late for work and you just literally cannot find your car keys? Oh man, we have all done that frantic, unwanted morning cardio. You know, the panic searching, the clock ticking down, that huge surge of adrenaline. It's the everyday pain of disorganization, and honestly, it is far from harmless. These everyday frustrations might just seem like minor, isolated annoyances, but they are cumulative. They're systemic. You pay late fees because you lost a bill under a pile of mail. You miss appointments. But look beyond just the logistics. There's a massive psychological toll happening here. It creates crushing anxiety. It actively sucks your energy away. It totally kills your motivation and creativity. The results of disorganization aren't just messy rooms. They're like these heavy, invisible weights you're dragging around everywhere, making you feel completely overwhelmed all day long. And this brilliantly illustrates what author Tanya O'Donnell notes in the text. She says, if you feel the weight of clutter upon you, it isn't the physical things that are weighing you down. It is the decisions you have to make about who you are and what you want. Think about that for a second. Every single piece of clutter represents a deferred decision. Your outer mess is constantly forcing these exhausting, unresolved inner decisions on you. Section 2, the 5S methodology. So how do we stop putting off those decisions? How do we finally lift that weight? Enter the 5S method. Borrowed from Japanese organizational practices, this methodology is used to maintain efficient and clean spaces. Originally, it was meant for safety and efficiency in manufacturing, but the author of 12 Steps to a Good Life points out that it's incredibly applicable to your personal lifestyle habits too. It breaks the organizational process down into 5 continuous steps. Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. It is literally a structural framework to stop the bleeding of your time and energy. It actually all boils down to the mindset captured in this classic English proverb, a place for everything and everything in its place. Bridging that gap between the absolute chaos you might feel right now and the calm order you want starts with this one simple foundational belief. Because once everything has a designated home, the cognitive load of just navigating your daily life drops dramatically. Section 3, applying the 5 steps. Let's move to and see how this builds. Because we know the philosophy now, but how do we actually bring it into our homes and offices? Here is the complete framework laid out for you. 5 continuous methodical steps. 1. Sort. 2. Set in order. 3. Shine. 4. Standardize. And 5. Sustain. Let's slow down and break down exactly what each of these means for you in practical terms. Step 1 is sort, which means eliminating unnecessary items from your workspace. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the psychology behind it. Sorting isn't just throwing things in the trash. It's about removing the visual distractions that constantly drain your mental energy. If you don't use it, or, if you're kind of unsure about it, just temporarily store it away. If you realize you don't miss it, donate it or toss it. You're literally clearing out psychological baggage here. Step 2 is set in order. This is where you arrange your necessary items so they are incredibly easy to access, and actually, scratch that, it's more about making them easy to return. Think about your desk right now. The tools you use all the time, like your favorite pen or your notebook, those should be right within arm's reach. Things you only use weekly can get tucked in a drawer. Set up your environment to support your workflow, not to fight against it.
Step 3 is shine. Simply put, clean the workspace regularly to maintain the standards you've just set up. Now, I want to be super clear on this one. This is not about some exhausting, massive, once-a-year spring deep clean. No way. This is a continuous, daily maintenance process. It's just wiping down the desk at the end of the day. It's keeping the space functioning at its absolute highest efficiency so it's totally ready for you tomorrow.
Step 4 is standardize. You've got to establish schedules to maintain those first 3 steps. The source material actually suggests treating decluttering as a literal appointment. Put it right on your calendar. By scheduling your tidying time, you turn a random, easily avoided chore into this foolproof structural habit in your life.
And finally, step 5 is sustain. This is all about developing the habits to keep the system in place over time. Sustaining is the ultimate goal here, right? It's what prevents those heavy, invisible weights of clutter from creeping right back into your life. It means making conscious, deliberate choices every single day about what you let into your space and how you maintain it.
Now, if looking at those 5 steps feels a little intimidating, remember this awesome advice from the source material. 1% beats 0%. Can't clean up the whole room? Clean a corner of it. The 5S method is completely achievable if you leverage the power of micro-commitments. Just wash one dish, put away one single item. These tiny tasks build the momentum you need to totally transform your space. Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, Outer Space, Inner Peace. Let's zoom out a bit from the mechanics of cleaning and look at the massive impact this structured framework has on your mental health and what the author calls the good life. I absolutely love this line from the text. Personal organization can be compared to a work of art. We really need to elevate the 5S method from being just a mundane set of chores. Organizing your life is a creative, life-enhancing act. You are intentionally designing the exact environment that will host your best ideas and your calmest moments. Let's contrast these 2 ways of living. In the cluttered state, you're overwhelmed, you're stressed, your energy is completely drained, and you are constantly reactive, like scrambling around for those lost car keys. But in the 5S state, you're serene. You actually have more quality time. You're proactive. So the crucial point is this. Physical organization is not just about aesthetics. It is a defensive shield that protects your most vital personal resources.
And what exactly are those resources? Well, they are time, energy, attention, and finances. When you declutter and simplify your physical space using the 5S method, you automatically begin to regulate how you use these ultimate resources. You stop wasting time looking for things. You stop wasting energy feeling anxious about the mess. You fiercely protect your attention. You even save your finances by not having to replace things you lost.
I want to leave you with this final question from our source material to provoke some action for you today. What is a specific problem or area of life you are currently trying to navigate? I guarantee that applying the 5S framework, sorting, setting in order, shining, standardizing, and sustaining can help clear the friction out of that exact area. Start small, focus on that 1%, and watch how quickly organizing your outer space transforms your inner peace. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.